Trying to put that music on this fucker. Ooh, that's gonna be a banger.
Yo, what up? Welcome to the KYL podcast. We're gonna come out today. We're here with my cousin Tez M0ntana.
Let's go with
Go
it.
fox with him. It's on YouTube right now. Soon to be on all platforms. How you doing today?
Good. How about you?
Doing pretty good. Just been chilling today. Honestly, it's snowed today, so
Yeah.
that was a crazy. Actually, it's been snowing since yesterday, so that shit kind of fucked me up. I'm not gonna lie.
My girl today, she was like she's like Groundhog lied. It's all snow
No,
and shit.
yeah, no, that nigga's a liar. Swear, folks. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm honestly. I mean, we need the snow type shit so it doesn't have a drought in the summer, but.
Yeah.
If it only snowed up in the mountains and then was just cooler down here, I'd be okay with that. 100% be okay with that. Because the only thing I really like to do is sled. Sled and snowball fights, no cap.
Yeah, I went sledding fucking my girl and her family just right over here at the Pioneer. She was smooth. Motherfucking
Yeah, no,
bitch.
you gained some speed on that hill, no cap.
Hell yeah, I was going fast on that bitch.
Yo, I swear. So, let's get right into it. So, you started making music when?
Fuck, when I was making music. Probably when I was 17. I just like made my first song with the homies and shit. 17 going on 18. But I was just making the songs with the homies and shit. Posted at their crib. But yeah, around then. But it was like kind of just like playful shit. I mean, I really started music. Not started music, but really started taking this shit serious like this year, to be honest. But
So,
yeah.
you were just fucking around back then?
Yeah, I was just fucking around. It was just like some...
Sometimes you need to, bro, just to feel it out, you know?
Yeah,
so
because
like
I always wanted to be a rapper. Like, every nigga has that in the back of their head. They want to be a rapper.
Oh, yeah. Or something,
Like, even if
at
you
least
can't,
famous. At least famous.
yeah. If you can't
something.
rap, niggas want to be a rapper or whatever the fuck it is. And I didn't even know I was like, I didn't even know I was good. Well, I'm not gonna be cocky or anything. I mean, I let people say that if I'm good. But like, you know, like, I'm alright.
Yeah.
But fucking, yeah. When I went in there, I just did my shit. I don't know. I just liked it. Like, it was just fun. Like shit. So I just started doing it and shit like that. But yeah, it was just some accidental shit. The homies just told me to come over. Fuck it. My little brother, Curly Thumb shit.
Yeah.
And I just, yeah.
So what's your goal, like longevity or not longevity, long term with the rap? Like what's the top goal? Like take care of your family, like what is success in your eyes once you make
I just want to, take care of my family. Fucking, the people that were there for me. Fuck, my bad.
No,
The people that were there for me and shit. So I goes for anybody. I mean, I kind of built a family along the way. I got homies there like my brothers and shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I got this woman named Marie. She took me in. She's a good woman. She's like a mom figure too. So I mean, I got her and sisters and all that along the way. So I mean, shit. Whoever's with me, whoever like stayed down with me, shit. Take care of them. Take care of them and shit. And then also I just want to just leave a mark. Because I feel like Billings, or just in Montana in general, we don't really have like somebody who's like stamped for Montana. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's
like
up
we
for
don't have no
grabs right
stamped
now.
artists and
It's
shit.
up for grabs for real.
Yeah, so I mean that I just want to be, oh yeah, Tez did that and Ted did this and just do shit like that. You feel me? So
Most definitely. So honestly, that's a good point of success. Just taking care of the ones you love, taking care of the people who held you down.
yeah, for sure.
As I've grown up, I've observed like the same thing as you. Like majority of the people who I call family aren't really even that related to me.
Yeah.
Like they aren't even blood related, but they were there for more than what the blood relatives have been there for. Because everybody want to be cool with you when you're up, but then when you're down doing some questionable things, like just getting in trouble, being a fucking menace.
Fool. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really want to like talk to you or include you in shit.
Yeah.
So that's just.
I mean, I guess like when I look back at it, I'm not really tripping on it, cause I feel like I burnt bridges with some people, but I mean it's fucked up sometimes when you think too hard on it, but I mean they'll be there when you just gotta get your shit back together and shit like that. So I mean, I don't really like fault anybody for that.
Yeah.
You kind of when you're in the streets and you do stupid shit, just do it to yourself.
Well,
I guess.
that's all part of character development too. Just like trying to find out who you really are, because
Yeah. Cause some people ain't made for it. I mean, I bet a lot of people that wear my shoes would have folded already. So.
what do you think some of the key points in your life that you turned around helped you become a better man or a better person? No, fuck that. Let's start at the beginning. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back, cuz
to the trenches.
Where were you born? Where were you born? Who'd you stay with? Like, let's start at the beginning. I want to get to know you.
Tez Montana. I mean, I stayed. Me, my dad, and my brothers. We'd go everywhere. Like, sometimes we'd have a crib, or I don't know. It was just weird. Like, sometimes we jump house to house, or we'd stay with some people, and but we'd have our own shit and shit like that. Like, if it was like a 2-story,
Yeah.
my dad would pay the homie or whoever he was cool with, and we'd stay on the bottom or whatever it was, or whatever it was like that. But a lot of times when like shit would happen in my life and shit, I would go to I stayed on the south side with my grandma.
Yeah.
So I was right there on the south side majority, and yeah, I mean.
So you was living with your pops. So like.
Yeah, I was living with my pops, but I'd see my mom and shit too. Like it'd go back and forth. Like, but I was majority with my dad though.
Okay.
So I was 12.
So you were 12?
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about living with only males. Black and white differences. Like, what are some of the things that you learned just living with your brothers and shit? Because I know it's different than living with just females.
Yeah, I feel like it is different because I mean I got a little brother who fucking he grew up with just his mom, and like I'm not faulting him before, but he was definitely like not no fucked up way, but he was just not I don't know how to explain it.
Like
he was
masculine?
just a little bit more softer. Yeah, he was a little more softer.
He wasn't as masculine. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like,
that's totally fair.
Certain shit, like he was just a little more sensitive and stuff like that. But like
I was the same way, 100%.
I mean, living with a dad in general is gonna make you like stronger. You're gonna be more. I don't know how to explain it. Like my dad would make us fight. We'd fight niggas in my neighborhood. When it came down to like every nigga deal with it. Like when it came down to crying and shit, my dad didn't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
No crying, no telling your feelings, no none of that shit. So it kind of fucks you up as you get older though, because then it's hard to express yourself. Fucking all that shit, cry and
doing that shit.
Yeah. But it's low key good, I think. Yeah, I think it's good.
And like, why do you think that type of shit?
I mean, from how I look at it, I feel like that's how a man's supposed to be. Like, maybe not too much, like less, more like on the side where like make it a thing for if you're gonna raise your son being a single parent or whatever, like a man wise, at least have him to express his feelings a little bit more, because as you get older, that shit fucks you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's just a lot of build up, and then you're angry, and you're sad, you're dealing with a bunch of emotions and shit, and you don't know how to deal with it, and you don't want to tell nobody because that's how you grew up and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, but it's good though. I think it's good. My dad raised us pretty good.
So would you say growing up with them definitely made you more, not aggressive, but more have that more like masculine attributes?
Yeah, masculine attributes, and like I'm not really scared of shit. Like,
yeah.
Plus, I was raised. My dad's a gangster, so.
Yeah, no. Shout out
my
your
dad.
Shout out your
Yeah,
dad. Shout out your dad. Yeah, no, I heard about it, but yeah,
my dad's a gangster, so shit. I mean, how he raised us was good too. Like, he really didn't play. Like, I don't know. Like, he showed us shit, cause I knew my dad would do street shit, but like my dad, we were around it. But like, if we seen it or whatever, like I know Dre seen it a couple times. Or like, my brother's like, we weren't stupid.
Yeah.
We knew what it was, but my dad, anytime like something would pop up like that, he let us know it's not good. Like he wasn't like a type of nigga to praise it, and
so it wasn't
we wanted to grow up. Yeah, he wasn't.
He was just doing what he had to do.
But he knew. I kind of feel like in the back of his head, he knew that's how we were gonna turn out though.
Yeah.
Because of certain shit he did, which wasn't bad though. I mean, shit. I ain't no bitch, so I mean, it works out for the best.
100%. He just taught you.
And you ain't gotta be the most gangsterous nigga or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, we're not promoting street activity, but like you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
I feel like it's good. I feel like it works in the situations I got put in though.
Yeah, no, you definitely learned how to like handle yourself in certain situations from that. So let's fast forward from that. So You're growing up with your pops from like what, 1 to 12ish?
Yeah.
1 to 12ish, and then from 12. From 12 on, what did you do? Like, what was the next place you ended up?
12, I was then I went to go live with my grandma. I kind of didn't see my dad from I was 12 to fucking shit, fat little minute, fat ass minute, and my mom too. But I mean, hey, I don't really fault them for that.
Shout out grandma.
Yeah, shout out my grandma. So then I wasn't staying with my grandma, my dad's mom on the south side. So I moved over here by Grand actually, and lived for about a good year with my mom's mom, my grandma Cindy. Rest in peace, my grandma.
Yeah.
And
good lady.
Yeah, it was a great woman, and she kind of she took us all in though. That's how my grandma was like. It was me, my brothers, fucking niggas know who know, my brothers' homies. They were like my brothers at one time, but you know, shit happens as you get older and shit. But
yeah,
everybody was a lot over there. Like my grandma was. I don't know. She was a good
crib.
woman. Like nigga, you were there.
Yeah,
like,
the
everybody
crib was
there.
nice. Yeah, the crib was nice.
Like niggas was always there. Like
she
there
took
was,
care of everybody too. She was always cooking.
If niggas didn't have parents or their parents weren't cooking that night or
she
they needed somewhere to stay,
she would even cuss you out like you were her kid. Yeah. Like 100%.
But she'd make you feel at home though.
Yeah,
you can come over whenever the fuck you want.
She'd hold you accountable for if you were doing some dumbass shit. She like could be fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was very black and white, and that's why, like grandma, she was really cool. Like she even cussed me out a few times.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like that's how it was.
But I was staying with her for about a good year.
What did you learn from what did you learn from grandma? Like what did she teach you? Some of your philosophies or ideas that you just like think of.
And it's something that landed with my mom too. She's very helpful, no matter who it is though, cause like they both forget people. Like they tell me stories or like da da da, or how you know them. Oh, we fought each other and da-da-da. And I smacked the glass over her head and this and that happened. Yeah, but now they're best friends.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like more that I learned from my mom and her is forgiveness.
Forgiveness?
Because I was very unforgiving at first growing up, but as I started getting older, like it almost like weighs, it takes weight off your shoulders when you forgive somebody. If it's forgivable. You feel what I'm saying?
If they... So the way I view forgiveness, because I used to be very bitter because of like the way I was brought up and everything, because my mom wasn't there and everything.
Yeah.
My grandparents did a good job. I love them. They're basically my parents. My uncle did a good job. My pops did a good job once he got out of prison for what he did.
Yeah.
But I couldn't forgive for a while, but then I realized the whole point of life is evolution. If you're not progressing in some way or trying to evolve your current self or mindset, then you're basically dead at that point.
Yeah.
And so I had to figure out how to forgive because it's not really necessarily for them. It's more so for me. Yeah, because I don't want to be stuck in the same place because I've witnessed too many people who are just stuck, like 40-year-olds doing the same thing, selling some weed, just trying to hustle, selling a dime, just trying to do their thing to make it, but like they're not gonna go anywhere. Yeah. And it's just a sad reality to see that. So that's cool that she taught you how to do that.
Yeah, it's a good trait to have, I think, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was probably easier for her. I mean, when it was her time to go too, I mean, she probably felt good because she knew that she was a good person, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And to be able to help so many people at one time. But, yeah.
So, let's go back. So, previously you stated that your dad didn't really allow you guys to acknowledge your emotions. So, how do you think that kind of not damaged you, but kind of stunted you, like, in a growing type of way?
I mean, it's even hard for, I don't know how to explain it, relationships with different people, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's your girlfriend or, I mean, even me and my brothers are super close. As soon as we call, right on it, she gets active, but we're not the type of brothers to be like, oh, yeah, how you feeling, bro? My dad, that's not how we were raised, you feel what I'm saying? Like, my brother's gonna come and tell me if he's feeling some type of way, but we're not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to just...
You don't really go out your way to...
I can't really go out my way. Like, it's just not, it's not something I do. It's hard for me. But I do sometimes, I do try. I'm trying to break that. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
So what I observed is I grow older. I see that it is in the man's best interest not to act on his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to just act without thinking, bro. I just,
Yeah.
like, even when I was scrapping with people, like, when I first came here, I did not know how the fuck to fight. I'd still swing on you.
Yeah.
That was just who I was. Like,
Yeah.
if you, like, insulted someone I loved or, like, got too close to someone who I cared about and, like, said some foul shit to them, I'd just swing on you. That's just how I was. But I used to act without thinking, and I was very reckless because of that. But that goes back to not really acknowledging how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I just like, because being angry is just a secondary emotion derived from being hurt
Yeah.
or from
Sadness.
sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my personal opinion, I don't feel like it is a real emotion. Like it may feel real, but it's always from something, cause and effect. So as I grow older, I've just observed that a man, again, my personal opinion, a man should not act on his emotions, but he should acknowledge them and act accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you get men who act on their emotions, you get school shooters. You get people who hurt people. You get people who hurt kids.
Yeah.
People who do dumb shit without thinking about it.
Yeah.
So having those emotions and being able to process them is a very good factor on being a good man, because no really good man has really acted on emotions type shit. And I'm not saying you can't, because we're all human at the end of the day. We're all going to fuck up sometimes. But once you figure out how to get that under control
Yeah.
and actually acknowledge them and act accordingly, I see that you'll be a better man. And that's just in general, because my mom, the way she raised me once I moved here, because I started kicking it with you, Dre, Carlito, all the other niggas, and she'd allow me to be sad for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then after 24 hours, she's like, don't
Yeah.
ever think about it again. You're not allowed to be sad.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of stopped acknowledging how I felt. And like you stated earlier, I was very mad and I didn't think clearly and I would overreact on little things. But now that I figured out why I acted that way and the way I feel, I have become a better man. So that is
Yeah.
a very key point in becoming grown. So on that note, what do you think it is to be a man? In your personal opinion.
In my personal opinion?
There's no wrong answers, yeah. Just from what you've learned and what you've gone through. What
to
is
be a man
to be a man?
is, like you said, basically just to overcome. I mean, people go through different situations, so
Yeah.
either their life is hella good whenever they grow up or it's hella bad. Just overcome whatever situation you're going through and to be able to take care. I feel like a man needs to take care of whoever he's around, or if he wants to build a family or whatever it is like that. Maybe just try to just take care of your loved ones and kind of just get your life together. If you're doing stupid shit, get that together. If you're in college, finish college. If you're working, get all the money you can, get a house, do all your shit. Basically just taking care of business really is to be a man. To me, in my eyes. So yeah.
I think that's really, I like that version. Because majority of men nowadays, well, I'm just going to call them males because majority aren't men. They just kind of fuck off their life.
Yeah.
Because every day that we wake up is a gift. And it sounds cliche.
Yeah.
But I know niggas who I thought was going to pull through and then they're dead.
Yeah.
I never got to say goodbye. I never got to dab him. I never got to call him a bitch one more time. You know, just like while we're playing Call of Duty, you know, some dumb shit. Like, so having that outlook on a man, just being able to provide, I fuck with that. The way I see it, a man should be able to provide, protect, and lead. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say that females haven't led in the past. There's been ancient historical figures like Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, like all of those old females who did lead in a war or in a civilization. I'm not saying it's not possible.
Yeah.
But the way I see a female is to be a partner. And a partner checks you on when you're wrong. A partner checks you on what you should be doing, what you should be spending your time on.
Yeah.
And if you're fucking up, they tell you when you're fucking up. My shorty has said some shit to me that, shout out shorty, she's the realest, but she said some shit to me like, you need to get your shit together, like you're fucking up right now.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because the realest people you can have in your corner is someone who keeps it real with you. So what do you think? Go in depth about what you think a partner should be. Whether that's your homie, whether that's your lady, whether that's just somebody next to you.
Like you said, somebody to keep it real. I mean, if you want somebody to know whether you need to do this and this and that, you need somebody to straight up tell you what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the partner needs to tell you what it is. Just be there for you, whether that's your homie, your girlfriend, or whatever it is. And, yeah, just loyalty is everything, too.
Would you rather have loyalty or love? That's a crazy question. Just
loyalty.
Loyalty, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Why loyalty? Why loyalty?
Ooh, shit.
That's the real shit. I just said. Think about it.
I don't know. Loyalty is like, it's a different feeling when you know somebody will always be there for you for like, either it's your homie and you're in a fucked up situation or your girlfriend or your brother or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Just knowing that person is loyal to you, like whenever you call them, they're there, or I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a different feeling. It feels good when you know someone's loyal to you. I mean, loyalty comes with love, in a way. I mean,
in a sense,
like because if someone's loyal to you, they have love for you. I mean, I don't know, because someone could show you love, but could be doing some grimy ass shit.
I don't know. I've had people be loyal to me over fear though.
Mm.
So I guess it kind of makes sense. Like they would have a type of love for you, but I'd say it's more along the lines of respect.
Yeah, respect.
Because I've had people just be loyal to me strictly off the base because they know I'm gonna find out. They know I'll just because I won't text you. I won't do any of that shit. I don't find that enjoying. I'll just come up to you, ask you what you did. And if I ask you 9 times out of 10, I already know what the fuck you did.
Yeah.
If you lie to me, I'm just gonna hit you.
Sure. If you're a male.
Yeah, if you're a female. If you're a female and you like hit me a few times.
If you're a female, you're just getting cut off.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't gotta do none of that shit though.
Yeah, neither do I.
Everybody who I have now is hella loyal to me, so I already went through all that trial and error. I mean,
so that loyalty over love type shit. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't fuck up. I did fuck up a few times, so. But I'd rather have loyalty over love because I've had people say they love me and then just do me wrong.
Yeah, do some grimy ass shit.
And I had this one homie, and he was like my brother and shit, and then he went behind my back, and then he just did me grimy as fuck that I would never do. Like his ex was chilling with me, and this was over. We were over at senior and shit, and they broke up. And then she said I fucked her, and I was like, "You're tripping. I would never do that to my homie because I wouldn't want someone to do that shit to me. And plus, like, if I'm loyal to you, I'm not gonna do that shit."
Yeah.
And then he tried to kill himself over that because he took her word over mine.
Yeah.
And that shit really fucked me up because that made me already see that he didn't believe me or trust me, value my opinion. But like, then he did me grimy after the fact that I didn't fuck his bitch. And that shit fucked me up. And one of my other homies knew about it. And he didn't tell me about it. And that affected our relationship as well. But I'd still slide for that homie any day because you live and you learn. He fucked up. He apologized for it. He was just like, "Yo, sorry, bro. I didn't think it was my place to say it." And I respect that. Like, he just didn't. We were both his homies. But I still have his loyalty. He still has mine. But that one other dude, can't fuck with him. Yeah. Like, I want to see him eat, just not on my table. Like, I remember we pulled up at South Park, like, 4 deep, because this one dude disrespected his pops, and we were going to go lace him up, right? Gonna go run that fade. And it was, like, cold as shit. I didn't want to be outside. We were smoking Black and Milds in our winter gear. Like, it was just
It was
bad.
grimy. It was a grimy scene.
Yeah. We left the trap. Like, we was not ready to go over there. I'm pretty sure it was me, Dre, my one homie, and then Jaquan. We were all walking over there. There's just the 4 of us. And then we pull up. There's like 10 niggas. There's like, I shit you not, bro. We pull up, there's like 10 niggas just waiting, and there's like 4 or 5 bitches just watching.
Yeah.
And just recording. So, bro's beating up dude. He lifts him up to the sky, right? I swear on it. And my homie wasn't that tall. He was like 5'5".
Yeah.
But he lifted his bitch ass to the sky, dropped him on his head, and then kicked him in his mouth. And then one dude started walking up on Dre. And so I seen that. So I hit him with a 2-piece. And then Jaquan came in, boom, hit his ass right after, right? And then your brother, boom, lifted him off the ground. He's like, hey, bitch ass nigga. Like, don't be walking up on my homie. And then dude was like, they hit me, talking about me and Jaquan.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't give a fuck. So he's like, just holding him there.
Yeah.
And then at this point, Jaquan and I are posting up with like 9 niggas, like 8, 9 niggas. And we don't give a fuck. Because like at the end of the day, we're gonna fight you.
Yeah.
Because we're riding. And then DeAndre puts dude down, and then dude pulled out brass knuckles. Boom, hit Dre.
Oh, I heard about that.
Hit Dre right in the shit. I swear, bro, on Moses' sandals. This shit was so crazy, bro, because I just hear it. And then I look over, and then your brother's head is still turned this way. He grabs bro, not even looking at him, lifts him off the ground and just starts hitting him, bro. There's a video out there. It's on YouTube somewhere. But, like, you see Jaquan and I posting up. Is Jaquan, my homie, and I all posting up with, like, these 10 niggas, 9, 8 niggas. And then you just hear, do. And it's just Dre beating up on this grown man, bro. Like, just lifting him off the ground. He grabbed him so hard his fingernails were bent backwards, bro. It was fucking crazy. And then, like, you just see the dude start backing away from us because your brother was beating this nigga's ass, bro. But, like, that's what I feel like loyalty is. Because, like, even though we were outnumbered and there was a chance that we could have lost, I still don't think we would have lost.
Yeah.
But there's still always that chance.
Yeah.
We still slid for each other, even though we were basically outnumbered like 1 to 2 per every person. So I'd rather have that loyalty over love, because at the end of the day, the one who's loyal to you, you don't got. I could leave a band around you, Dre, anybody who I keep around now. You're not gonna touch it, like. But I leave a bag of cookies around you guys are probably gonna eat it.
I'm fucking that shit.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Wow.
But like the shit that I should have to worry about, I don't gotta worry about, because that loyalty over love. And so I'd rather have that loyalty. So,
Just makes you feel secure. Feels good.
yeah, 100%. So we're talking about that security, right? So what things have made you feel secure in this past year? Like, let's go in depth with that. Like, what makes you feel like you were better off this year than you were any other year? Because I know, like, I've only known you for, 6 years? But, like, in 6 years, we both have come a long way. Like, just from, like, points of living, doing what we did. So what kind of made you feel more secure and more stable this year?
Great question.
You don't really think
This is
what
KYO
is all about. I'm telling you, dog.
I don't know. I just feel like everything kind of just fell into place this year for me.
Okay.
Not in the best way, but to get my head on the straight path.
Yeah.
To do what I want to do anyway. I don't know. Just the people around me just made me feel secure. I didn't bring around no fuck niggas, and I don't go out to parties, and I don't make new friends, and I don't have new friends. That's not me. So the people I have around just made me feel secure. My girl too. She's a good girl too. Shout out my girl.
Having that person in your corner who just like believes in you, it really does make a difference. So.
And I haven't lived with my parents in forever, but just the people I have around. I mean, the people I stayed with and shit like that. Just made me feel secure. Just feel good, and to be able to just get the shit that I want to accomplish done, feels good. What else makes you feel secure? That motherfucking Cuete, nigga.
So I see that you got a rosary on. Let's talk about that. Where'd you get it?
From my brother Carlito. It actually broke.
Shout out Lito.
Yeah, it actually broke, but I fixed it and shit. Yeah.
Only nigga to punch me in the face and I hit the back. Fuck it.
That's a real nigga.
Yeah, he's real as fuck.
It's my right hand, but
Kick and scrap too.
Yeah, just Carlito
Hit
and
me with a
shit.
flying dragon kick one day. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, I saw it on a movie, dog. I was like, you're fucking crazy, dog. Yeah,
Couldn't
bro.
even be mad at him.
Yeah, dude. 100%.
Well, yeah.
So you got that from Lito?
hmm
What do you believe in? Let's get into
Christ.
let's get into some shit. Okay, so
Yeah.
why do you believe into that?
Great question. You know, for when I was getting brought up as a kid, like my dad would have Bibles and stuff and always have like that shit. So like I believed in Christ. Like we went to church when I was younger too. Freedom
What church
Church.
you go to?
Freedom.
Freedom?
Yeah, that's where that's where all my family went to. So
Isn't that on the south side?
no, it's not on the south side. It's on the west end actually. And fucking everybody used to go there. My uncle Joey, my aunts.
Yeah.
I even fucking played basketball for him too when I was a little kid. Shit like that. Like I was always part of Freedom.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I was even part of a basketball team. Like it was mainly on God. Like we play other kids and shit. And like before ours, like we'd say a prayer before every game and say a prayer after games and shit like that. Like it was good. It was good to have.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, believe in Jesus. For a while, fucking when I was coming up, like as a teenager and shit. Not that I didn't believe in God, but it was like I was kind of losing faith. Like I don't know how to explain it. Just because how my life was going, like, and I'm sure my brothers could say the same thing, cause
Were
I
you
mean
going through
they go
some
through the
shit?
same. They had the same kind of aspect on it. But
Were you
at
going through
first I
some
was just
shit?
like nah, like that's not right. And then
Mm-hmm.
doing what I was doing, like just day after day, and just more fucked up shit. And it just seemed like I was already going through bullshit in my life since I was a kid, and it just keeps getting fucked up and fucked up. It just kind of makes you like,
It's like, why am I going through this?
yeah, like
If
still,
like
but
if like God is there, why am I going through
hmm
this? Yeah.
but no fucking my girl that I'm with, she's Catholic, but she always prays to God. Like she don't give a fuck. Like whenever she's going through something, she'll stop whatever she's doing, pray to God. If she's going to sleep, pray to God. Whatever it is, like she's really into that. Like it just made me look at it different.
Yeah.
And now that like things are kind of starting to fall into place, like with my music and just in life and shit,
Yeah.
it's like there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? And now I have a better aspect on God, and my Aunt Lisa invited me to church and shit. So I've been going to church and shit like that. So
Hell yeah.
got a brand new Bible and shit. I mean, it ain't nothing to pray to God. It's good. Makes you feel better too. So
It's free too.
yeah, it's
Like
free for sure.
just talking to someone who like created you, knows you.
And you ain't
So
gotta go to church and be a church head and to believe in God and have faith
yeah.
in God and have a relationship with God and shit. And I learned that because people think that when you gotta do that, it makes it a better connection. But
I mean, shit. I
shit.
don't know all the answers. So
Yeah.
yeah, you believe in Christ. All
hmm
right. Fuck yeah. So I believe in God too. I got him tatted on my arm right here. Actually,
Yeah, it's just hard.
God, angel right there.
What's that right there?
This is
I didn't even see you have that one. Straight up.
this is a cherubim. It's
That's
in
just hard.
Ezekiel 10. It's a four-headed angel, and
Mm.
it's one of the high because there's a hierarchy of angels. There's ones that look like men.
Yeah.
There's ones that have eyes all over their body and cover their body with wings because their body is too holy to show. Then there's these ones with 4 heads or 3 heads, and they're one of the more powerful angels in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
But I believe in Jesus and everything. Upbringing, when I got sent to live with my grandparents, shout out my grandparents, I love them so much, and my uncle, love him too. But when I got sent there and my dad got out of prison, he put us in like this Bible school or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was like a Mormon school and I got to learn about them. Like I just knew little like few parables and everything. And but when I moved here, I still didn't really have like a relationship with God. Like I never really prayed to him.
Me
And
neither.
I was more along the lines of, like I knew that could be a God.
Yeah.
And I just didn't really believe in him because I just got dealt shitty cards. Like after I left my grandma's crib, because my grandma's crib was the most stable I've ever been in my young life. Because I came from like hotels, my mom would leave for a couple of days, wouldn't come back. We didn't have food.
Yeah.
She'd do drugs and shit. And
She's good now, y'all.
Yeah, no,
She's
100%.
She's a great woman. Yeah, she's a great woman.
100%. But like back then, not really. And we already talked about all that. We have a great relationship, but and like my dad not being there and everything. But then when I moved here, she was trying. Like, the reason I love my mom is because she tried.
Yeah.
She did the best she could with what she had.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask for is a parent that gives a fuck about you enough to try to get up almost every day, if not every day, and do their fucking best. Because I went without a lot of shit. Like, I was living on couches for a majority of my time, unless I was over at you and Dre's house. And then...
And even then, I mean, downstairs really wasn't...
There was a big-ass couch.
There was no bed. Yeah, it was a big-ass couch.
Big-ass couch, yeah.
Chairs and shit.
Yeah, or to sleep on the floor with a pillow, you know? So, I didn't really have no food, and, like...
Yeah.
I'd share clothes with the cuzzos. Like, I'd swap shirts with Dre, let him wear my
hats
shit, I'd wear his shit. Yeah, hats, like... And then I had to get my kicks out the garbage can and shit. Yeah. On, like, my last... I said that on
that's
my last song.
That's some crazy shit. Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
Couldn't afford no shoes because I had to get them out the trash. But I'm not living in the past, and that's for real. So, all that shit that I went through, I didn't really believe in God for that because I was like, why the fuck am I going through this? And there's people with a silver spoon who don't deserve it, who don't even value it. Like, I'm nothing against the rich. Like, if you're rich and you're thankful for what you have, I fuck with you, 100%. Yeah. But if you are rich and you... Like, if you get mad because your parent bought you the wrong colored Lamborghini, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? like, I should smack the fuck out of you. Like, so I just was angry at the world, angry at God and shit. And I didn't even point it towards God. I was just angry at my situation because I didn't believe in God. Yeah. And my mom, once my stepdad left and everything, because we had an Avalanche and a Nissan. And then he got both those repoed by not paying the car payments on them. And then he spent all like $15,000 that we had in our savings accounts. And then he got shipped off, went to the watch program. So we had nothing. Had to move like by ourselves. I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. every day, catch a bus just to get to school type shit. Yeah. Fucking had to go to the bargain center, dig in that trash can to get my clothes and shit. Yeah. Like, it was not... I would not want to go back there. Well... Actually, I would want to go back there for the times that I had with my homies and my mom, but not to live that lifestyle.
And it's nothing that you would change neither.
It's like I'd go back there to relive the memories, but that's about it. Yeah. And I was just irritated at God with that. But then once I turned like 18, maybe it was 17, I think I was like a junior, my mom told me about Jesus. Yeah. Because I didn't know who the fuck Jesus was. Yeah. And... Once she told me about him, because she, like, judged me by the 10 Commandments, she's like, you'd burn in hell. And, like, obviously that made me feel a type of way. I was like, damn, like, I didn't think I was that big of a piece of shit. But, like, I stole, I fucking blasphemy, like, did all that shit. And then she told me about Jesus, because she was like, but do you know why you wouldn't go to hell? I was like, why? She's like, it's Jesus. And I figured out that someone who I didn't even meet before, Jesus, he loved me so much that he would die on the cross for me. And he thought of me. He thought of all of you, like, before he even died. Exactly every single one. And he just loved us all so much to go through that shit. Like, folks was literally, like, sweating or crying blood because he knew what was going to happen 3 days before he even went on that shit. Yeah. And so, instead of, like, Jesus is God, God is Jesus. Instead of just living for God, I chose to live for Jesus because... That's love, bro. Like, I don't deserve that shit. But I don't feel like people who are like murderers and like shit, like, he died for them too. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, because I just went to church and they were telling me that shit too.
Yeah, so like...
It made me feel good because they were even saying they're like, fuck, you were a robber once time or a prisoner and all that shit, but at the same time, you still have a chance to go into heaven because...
Because of Jesus.
Yeah, because of Jesus. Yeah.
He's the realest. Like, that shit was crazy. And so I chose to live for him. So I started changing up my ways. Yeah. Like, my homie Jack, he literally just...
I forgot about that nigga.
Yeah, no, the fat white man. It's not a racist. Like, if you know, you know. He messaged me. And he was like, you remember when you gave your life to Jesus and you posted it on Facebook? I was like, yeah. He's like, crazy. Never thought I'd see it. And I was like, yo, that's fucked up. Because we were doing some badass shit, like, but it was just to get some money, because when you go without for so long, you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it the way that I want to do it because I'm gonna get some money somehow.
Yeah.
Because there's always money to be made. Like I went around senior asking people for $1 for like those 99-cent teas that they used to have.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yo, could I have $1 for a tea? I don't got no money. So they were like, yeah.
Keep that bitch.
I went around and asked 80 people. I swear, bro, on everything I love. I walk in my Mr. Raiders class. I walk into his class with a wad of ones, just counting them bitches, right? And then fucking this one kid walks up to me. He's like, I thought you said you needed $1 for the teas. I was like, I did. No, I got 80 of them bitches. He's like, can I have my dollar back? I'm like, fuck no. So I just kept counting my shit. So there was always finessing and just ways to make money. So
yeah.
Ever since I found out about Jesus, though, like I've changed my life significantly. I stopped being a fucking
fool.
Yeah, well, for the most part, like there
too.
were some times that I did still get caught up after that, but like you're only fucking human.
Yeah.
So like, let's expand on that. Like from when I first met you to now, what do you think would be the most significant change? Whether that would be your mindset, your home, or the people you hang around, or all three. What do you think did change the most since I first met you?
Since I first met me, probably the people I hang around in, my mindset. I feel like at the time when you first met me,
you were still calm as fuck.
Yeah, I was calm. I was always calm. Like
it was weird as fuck.
My brothers were always like not in trouble. Like DeAndre was like iffy. Carlito was crazy. That nigga always was in trouble doing shit. He was always just a wild one. But
yeah,
I mean at that time when I was 12 and around there, coming up as a teenager, for those first couple of years I was just chill, like, and I try to play basketball and like try to just do good, but
yeah,
fuck, I mean, life happens, life hit me, so I mean shit.
So you say your mindset and the people.
And my mindset's way different.
How so? Let's dive into that. Like, how did you change from then to now?
I mean, then I was kind of just like, I was just confused. I feel like, and now that I look back at it, like, growing up, I just kind of felt like abandoned sometimes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really know how to explain that feeling, but, or like, I don't know. But now it's like, I don't really care to be alone. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's whatever. Like
it's like you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. Like if something goes wrong in my life, it's not gonna be crazy. I'm not gonna just be all fucked up. I mean, shit's been happening. So like, I just look at shit different now. Like if something happens, it's like shit. It's life.
Yeah, that's some real ass shit you just said.
And it's not because it's not the worst thing that I ever went through.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. So, I mean...
So, in the mindset...
My mindset's different.
Because you're still kind of calm. Like, it takes... Yeah. I haven't seen you mad since Chencho said he beat you in basketball. And then last time you said that
2K
shit to you,
too, nigga.
Yeah, y'all was arguing on the couch. I
still don't play about 2K.
100%. They was arguing on the couch, right? And I'm sitting behind them. I'm eating some popcorn or something, right? I'm just visiting. And then Chencho was like, yeah, remember that time I beat you in basketball? Nigga literally pauses the game. He's like, you didn't fucking beat me in basketball. Like, it just like went from joking to so serious. And I'm just like sitting there watching, right? And then Chencho was like, yeah, no, that one time. Remember, like, I beat you by like 6 points or something. And then he's like, bro, Chencho, trust me on everything I love, you did not beat me. And then I was like, oh, shit. And then Chencho tries to say something else, and I just say, I was like, oh, my God. He just starts, just lying. Bro, lining them up right there, I was like, oh my God.
Straight up.
That was the last time I seen you mad. Like,
no, really, like, I don't know.
Like, that was crazy.
But that's how niggas know, though. Like, I'm a calm person until then, like, when I'm mad, that's when everybody leaves me alone. Because I don't just, now I feel like now, because I got a lot of shit just, like, fucked up sometimes in my head. Anything makes me mad. Now, but... When I was a kid, no, I was just like, whenever I was mad, niggas knew, like chill off that nigga, because I didn't get mad like that. Now I just feel like I'm working on it, but it's easier for me to just get mad. Like, I can get mad at anything, really. You piss me off, I'm going to let you know it's good.
We must just be chill as fuck, because I ain't never seen you mad.
Well, yeah, you never really gave me no reason to be mad or anything like that.
Like, we just been chill. Like.
Yeah. Certain people allow me to be chill. If not, then
I feel like siblings still get you the most mad.
Yeah. But even that, like...
Because siblings just know what the fuck to say to just...
Yeah. But even my siblings don't really... I haven't fought my brother since... Fuck, what? Last time I fought my brother was...
Wasn't that at his apartment? Are you talking about Lito?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I haven't fought Dre since I was a kid. I only fought DeAndre one time,
Well, Dre's different.
and it never happened again.
Yeah, no, Dre's
That
just,
nigga's too big.
Yeah, he's just too big. Yeah.
But Carlito, I didn't fight him. Once my grandma passed away, she kind of just like she told us to come closer, and after that, me and my brothers really didn't fight.
Like helped you become the man that you are today, like the ideals and the philosophy that you live by. Like, what kind of molded you into that person?
I mean, at first it really wasn't nothing like when I was a kid, growing up and like a teenager and shit like that. Like, I really wasn't like, I wasn't worried about all that shit. Like, I don't know, but like now it molded me to be like, to just not give a fuck. Basically, I could be able to do things that I want to do without thinking about what somebody else is gonna think of me. Just because I know who I am, I know what I did, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
No cap. Like when I was younger, it was kind of hard not to give a fuck.
Yeah,
That kind of sounds
me too.
ignorant. So like, let's go in depth with the I don't give a fuck. It's not like the sense that I don't value what you're saying. Like I don't give a fuck. It's more along the lines of doing something or trying something new without giving a fuck.
Just to be able to put it out and just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, just do that shit, because a lot of my mentality back then was focused on, oh, what will they think if I do this? Like, what if I fail? What if I do this? It would always lead down to that what if. And coming up, having that I don't give a fuck mentality, I'm going to try it regardless. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing regardless. That was really harder for me to maintain. So on that, how did you capitalize on that? Like, what age did you really realize you're like, fuck it, I'm going to do it regardless of what anyone thinks?
Probably after I dropped my first song with the homies. Then I stopped giving a fuck when I was around 17 and then. Because, I mean, as a kid, it's hard to not give a fuck. When you're a kid, you're still going to school and shit.
You're very impressionable as a kid.
Yeah, you're going to see all them niggas the next day. So, like, if it's something bad or something doesn't like, they're going to let you know. And no kid wants to go to school and be talked about in any type of way. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard. It's easier to give that advice to, like, to older people, kind of, or, like, coming up. It's harder for kids to try to give that advice because it's hard just being a kid and not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
But there's some kids who have that in them, like they don't give a fuck. But most of the kids that don't give a fuck as kids, they're badass kids though. They're out doing bullshit.
Yeah, like they already done their shit, so they already just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was my grandparents, they had me like at a pretty decent upbringing, so like I didn't really go around doing badass shit. Like I'd play with my Transformers, dog. I'd go ride my bike, like as soon as you come to Billings, you learn real quick you can't have nice things. Like brought my bike here for I want to say 3 days, boom, gone. Right out my homie's front yard. I was just like, damn, it was like
it's regular shit though.
It was like $1,000 bike, bro.
Yeah.
I was like what the fuck? Where's my bike? Oh yeah, that shit just happens, bro.
Yeah.
You should have fucking told me. Like just Billings just creates a whole new mentality in that aspect of just like growing up.
Yeah.
So what do you think kind of Billings like? Did Billings give you that dog in you, or did like
I mean, compared to any other city here.
Yeah.
I mean, if a nigga told me off rip, I'm not trying to like be like fucked up or you feel what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Niggas can still fuck my music. Don't take this some type of way. But like nigga, if a nigga tells me off rip like, yeah, nigga, I'm from Bozeman. I don't give a fuck.
I know, that's crazy.
You're from Bozeman? Bullshit. I don't really know how to. Any other nigga from any other state besides Billings, it's not the same.
Yeah,
Billings is really where it's at, like for active wise, anyways.
Yeah, Billings is one of like, if you're from Montana and someone comes in and they're like, where should I stay away from? You're like,
Billings for sure. Don't go to Billings unless you're from there. It's cool.
Yeah, like
because the people that are in Billings are trying to make it out of Billings. Nobody wants to be in Billings.
Yeah. Like people who move here from Cali, I'm like, why'd you move here? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, you don't want.
It's not gonna get any better than the situation you were just in.
Like, you just downgraded basically.
And we have less shit too.
Yeah, less shit. Yeah. More crackheads, more fights. It's just not.
More crazy shit.
I don't like it here. So what's your let's go into some like deep type shit. So knowledge yields opportunity. What's your idea of some of the knowledge that you have that you could not lead the younger niggas with, but like at least give them a push in the right direction? Like what's some knowledge that you wish that you would have had back in the day?
Probably like I said, not to give a fuck is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Not to give a fuck.
Yeah.
Don't forget where you came from, for sure. Uh, and I mean, shit, in general, like, it sounds cliche, like you've been saying, and it just sounds like anything that everybody else been saying. But you have one life, so just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you really sit down and think about it, like, damn, you're gonna sit there and be like, damn, I wish I did this, I wish I did that. Like, nigga, you only have one life, it's not like you come right back.
Yeah,
So
no,
you might
there's
as
no
well do it.
respawns.
That's where the I don't give a fuck part's supposed to come in. I don't give a fuck because, nigga, this is my life. You're not supposed to give a fuck when nobody
The
else
thing
is
that
talking
makes like everybody human is their own uniqueness. And
Mm-hmm.
in my perspective, is I've grown older. I was just talking about this to my shorty today. We were in Walmart, dog. We were just chilling, like bullshitting. But I just think of random shit and I just tell her. She's like, "You think of the weirdest shit?" But I'm like, people have lost their uniqueness, and like, let me expand on that. Like, most females, not all females, but most females like our ages and shit, they kind of talk the same. They're like, it's giving or
period
or like
Ugh,
they
I
just
hate that
act
shit.
they just act the same.
Yeah.
And even same with niggas, like even if a person's not hood, they try and act hood.
Yeah.
Or like all rap, not all rap, that's such a lie. But a majority of rap when they first start is like, oh, I'm gonna pull up on this shit and walk him down. Like,
Especially here.
yeah, so people have been kind of put in this box, and the majority of people are kind of scared to step out of that box.
And be different.
That's what I'm trying to do with my music, is just be different.
Same.
And just even as a person, I'm trying to be myself, because being, like I said at the beginning of the statement, being unique is what makes us human.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a short life living and doing the things that I wanted to than a long life of living in fear and
Just
always
bullshit.
what if possibilities.
Yeah. You're going to live with a bunch of regret.
Yeah, 100%. And people just have a hard time stepping out of that comfort zone because they're so focused on worried. They're so focused and worried about what the next person will think, or just being different, because it's hard being different.
It is.
Like I was always different. Like even when I first came here, like I was really quiet. I didn't really like talk to you. I didn't get most of y'all references. I didn't watch any movies that y'all watched. I didn't do a lot of shit that you guys did. And
but you adapted to it.
yeah, but like I kept that uniqueness because I'm still
Dino.
Yeah, I'm still myself. You're still Cortez. Like,
Yeah.
if you see me at a function, I don't really talk. Like, even when we're just chilling with the homies, like when you guys were all over before we had that couch and shit, we were all drinking, just having a good time, but I didn't really talk. Like, I laugh with you guys because I value, like, my family being there, but, like, I'm kind of in my own little world at all times. I only say something when I, like, feel like I need to say something. I don't like talking about pointless things. I like leaving. I just think too much into everything. I just want to leave that impact. You feel me?
Yeah.
But with that seriousness, sometimes I need to learn to just have a good time, because that's also another part of that human experience, is just having a good time.
Yeah.
What are some of those times? Let's expand on that. What are some of those times that you remember just being able to just chill and just have a good time? Like, what are some of those times? Like, where were you living type shit?
I mean, when I was in foster care, it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some. I was foster care by my family, but they were good people. Like the situation I was living in from when I was, I think I turned 13 the next month, and my life was the best from then on. But they took me in from foster care, and they showed me a lot of love and things I haven't seen, and things I probably wouldn't have seen if I was still living how I was living.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm grateful for that.
They teach you a lot of things?
For sure.
What's one of the things that stood out with that they taught you, like, that changed you?
Not too much on, like specific things I remember they said, but just the way they lived, like.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, my uncle, the one who took me in, he was best friends with my dad. Yeah. And he used to rip and run the streets and shit like that.
You talking about Pablo?
No. My Uncle Brady.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of uncles.
I got a lot of uncles and shit.
Yeah.
Mexican shit. So you know how that goes. But no, like, yeah, he just, I didn't see him change his life, but I could tell that if he was friends with my dad and whatever he said, I believed. You know what I'm saying? So if he was ripping in the streets, I believe it. Because most of his family, which is my family too, is in the streets. We come from the streets. So he a lot of times when we'd have conversations or whatever, That's something I could like take in because I know that he was in the same situations as me.
Yeah.
So when I see him and see him like, he had a nice ass house. He's a working man. Anytime my aunt needs something, he can do it himself. He don't gotta call nobody. The nigga fucking made a bathroom downstairs, made a walk-in
That's
closet.
hard.
Like he's just like that's my definition of a man too. So shout out my Uncle Brady. I feel like he had a good impact on me from that standpoint too. He's a good man. So
Actions kind of speak louder than words in that sense too.
yeah,
Because like you said, not really nothing they said, but like just people exempling on what
that
to
I could
like
see
do.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah, because my pops was the same way. Like my dad's crippled and shit, like on his whole left side because he had a brain tumor and shit, and they cut something in his brain, so his whole left side don't work. So like he be throwing up his things on his right hand, like he can still walk and shit,
yeah.
right? He can still like do his thing,
Hmm.
but even swim, he's fucking crazy. But he would always provide for my sister and I, and like he'd get overwhelmed at sometimes, but he'd always find a way to make it happen. Whether that was like taking on another job, going and doing some side work, like just making that shit happen. So yeah, examples speak louder than words in that aspect.
Yeah.
I really fuck with that.
Yeah.
So, what age do you think that you became a man? Because I've seen young kids be men.
Yeah.
So what age do you think you became a man? And let's expand on that.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I was like, the things that I went through by the time I was already 12 and got put in foster care, I was like, I just thought different than most kids. I felt like
Yeah.
a lot of things I didn't have to worry about, I worried about. Things that I went through, they didn't have to go through. So I mean, that kind of just like puts you a couple years older than your age group.
Your peers and everything.
Yeah, your peers and shit. So
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't a man. I wouldn't say then, but I mean,
Would you say when you started
kinda,
like leaving that household, is that when you started like
yeah,
becoming more
like
of like a man and shit?
I would say honestly, if I had to put an age on it, I'd probably say like 17.
Is that when you like started just handling your own shit? Like
Yeah.
you started
Start handling my own shit, get my own money in different ways, and
taking care of some people.
doing shit. Yeah, and just even then, I feel like I had a different mindset than what I did when I was 16. When I turned
Dude,
17, I just felt like, yeah, just right then.
Changes,
Because it's so crazy. Because like even my mom used to say, she was like, you used to da da da, but now look at you. Like even my mom got to see that change before she passed away. Like she seen that. Yeah, rest in peace, my mom. She seen that change, but it's not the best thing that I wanted her to see. But shit,
progression is progression.
progression, yeah. And I mean, it molded me into who I am now. I mean, I made it as far as I did now.
Yeah.
By myself, I feel like, I mean, I had people along the way, but it was really me who got me to where I was at.
No one can move you besides yourself.
Yeah.
Like people can put those stepping stones there, but it's your choice if you want to like take those steps to make that change.
For sure.
So yeah, so you would say 17?
Mhm.
17, yeah.
What about you?
Man. So when Ben got locked up and shit, that was my stepdad.
Yep.
He's done good things. He's not a piece. He's not a piece of shit.
Nigga was about to say
He's done some things that made him seem like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But I figured that shit out on my own. But so I want to say when I was like 15, 16, when he got taken to the watch program and got both of our cars repoed and shit.
Mhm.
And then my mom and I had to like live house to house. I was living on a couch, or I was at Dre's crib, or I was at Quan's crib, just like hanging around. But I'd say when I was like 16, 17, that's when I started becoming my own man, because my mom, she's way better now, but she had like a very bad mental disability, especially like going on then. Like she had like multiple personalities and shit, like bipolar, dissociative disorder and shit. And I had to make some money because if we needed some food, no one else was there. I had to get it. I didn't ask nobody for shit, like unless it was Dre.
Yeah.
Like Dre's like more like an older brother than like anything.
Yeah.
Cause like I don't really didn't go to advice for anybody, including my older brother, besides Dre.
Yeah.
I went to Dre even though he was going through some shit, but like he's He's
He's
very
Dre.
he's wise as fuck.
He's wise as fuck.
Yeah,
That's one thing. Yeah.
Like even though
He's been like that though since he was a kid though.
yeah, he was just his perspective on things just like shatters like my total mind back then, especially because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say 16 and shit because I was bringing in the money for like the extras that we needed.
Yeah.
I was taking care of my mom. I was watching over her. I would protect myself. I was going to boxing every day, so I was learning how to fight because, in my perspective, a man who is not capable of violence is not peaceful. He is harmless.
Yeah.
But a man who is capable of violence is not harmless. He is peaceful.
Mm.
It's just if you choose to not be violent when you can be violent, that's what makes you a man. Because men should protect.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is. Whether like you're little, you're big, just take that chance. Sometimes you're gonna get your ass whooped. Sometimes you're not.
Yeah.
And especially back then, because people would still fight. But,
Yeah.
So I'd say 16
Yeah.
back then. That's when I started becoming a man.
What up with you? KY, it is Tino. My phone stopped recording, so I had to record a new ending. But in this interview, I was interviewing Tez M0ntana, shout out my cuzzo. And at the end of every episode, I like to ask each individual a piece of knowledge that was given to them or that they learned along the way in their lives. And this piece of advice or a way of life came from his mom. Rest in peace, Auntie. Rest in peace, his mom. But she told him to remember where you came from. And that piece of information it's refreshing because I'm speaking for myself, but sometimes I get caught up in my daily life or just random activities that I do. And I forget to think about how far I've come. And it's just refreshing to think about that because we've all gone through something. And as we grow older, we forget about the things that we've overcome. Sometimes we're our biggest critic, you feel me? I know I am, but definitely always remember where you came from. And remember, knowledge yields opportunity. We on a come up. And God bless. Thank you for tuning in. You're making my dream come true. Thank you.